any giving any detail and all, let Maharaj continue. I just want to hand it over to him because we are already very late. Thank you for your patience and thank you for your waiting in. Okay, now I just pass it on. I just do the honor of Mala. Anybody who will? Kapil?
Jalanjanashalakai Chaksharunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayitam Tadadi Swavadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttavadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sagarana Raghunathan Vikram Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagarana Vita Shri Shakadvitansya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vrishaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshitarini Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Dinamine Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute Tanta Kanchana Gaurangi Dhaneshwari Vishwamanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Viva Sindhubhyadevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So welcome you all for the fifth day of our course. Yesterday we discussed about who is God. While discussing about who is God, we started with the definition of God: generator, operator, and destroyer. Yato va imani bhutani jayanti nijatani jivanti yatpriyanta visham vishanti tat brahma tad vijnanaspat. From whom everything comes from, after coming, from by whom everything is maintained, and by after destruction into whom everything enters into, that person is called God. So God is defined as the cause of all causes, sarva karana karanam, sare karano ke karan. So if he is cause of all causes, that means he is the source of everything, he is the creator of everything. Sometimes people say, if God is the creator of everything, who created God? That is a wrong question, because God is a causeless cause of all causes. भगवान वो कारण है जिनका कोई कारण नहीं और सारे कारणों का कारण है. So now after discussing about this God being the cause of all causes, now the question arises that whether God has form or he doesn't have form. Yes, both. God has form, at the same time he doesn't have form. When we say God doesn't have form, it refers to the energies of God. When we say sunshine doesn't have form, but sun has form. So in one sense, where is the sun at one place, but he is everywhere. The sun is at one place, but he is everywhere in the form of sunshine. The same way, God is everywhere, but he is everywhere in the form of his energies. And that energy of God is known as Brahman. And God in everybody's heart is known as Paramatma. God in the spiritual world is known as Bhagavan. So these three concepts, God being everywhere, God in everybody's heart, God in the spiritual world, these three concepts are named as Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Now, in spite of being trying to know what is Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, Bhagavan is the ultimate definition of God. Ultimate definition of absolute, because sun rays is dependent on sun. Sun's reflection is also dependent on sun. So the Brahman feature of the absolute truth is dependent on Bhagavan. Paramatma feature of the absolute truth is also dependent on Bhagavan. Krishna in the Bhagwat Geeta clearly says, Brahmanoi Pratishta Aham. Aham means me, I, and the substratum of Brahman. Brahman is established in me. Number two, whatever Paramatma, Krishna clearly says, Paramatma Chaptupjo Tehesmin Purusha Paraha. I am there in everybody's heart as Paramatma, and I am Tehesmin Purusha Paraha. And the transcendental Purusha was beyond the modes of nature, and I am transcendent to the living entity, I am beyond the soul, I am Paramatma. So in this way, we come to know that Bhagavan is the ultimate understanding of the absolute truth. So what is the definition of Bhagavan? One has got six opulences, six qualities in full. That means nobody should be equal to him, nobody should be above him in these six qualities. So what are those six qualities? Number one is beauty, strength, riches, strength, renunciation, fame and knowledge. So anybody has got the six qualities in full, he is known as Bhagavan. That means nobody should be equal to him, nobody should be above him. Asamordha. Asamordha means asamaha, nobody equal to him. Urdha means nobody is above him. Natat samastya bhatikashtra drishyate. Nobody is equal to him, nobody is above him. So now when we are discussing about these qualities, what qualities imply? Qualities imply a personality, and personality implies a person. A person is recognized by qualities. We say he is a rich person. He is a very beautiful person. He is a very famous person. That means you identify a person by qualities. That means wherever the qualities are there, it implies a person, it implies a personality. So if God has these qualities, six qualities in full, that means he is a person. As much as your friend is a person, your father is a person, God is also a person with whom you can talk to. Rather, a God is a person whom you can dance with, whom you can play with. And it is not that you want to play, even he wants to play with you. Even he wants to dance with you. It is not that he is an impersonal, some light. So, seeing that I am doing meditation, I saw some light and it is nothing. It is all bogus. If you are able to see that black, blue person, then you intend it to start realization. Light and all is all only just imagination only. It is hallucination, it is not even imagination. It is hallucination. I saw some light, I was doing meditation. No, it's all hallucination. Now, coming back to the point, with these qualities, what do? We attract. To the extent we have these qualities, to that extent we are attractive. Or the person who has these six qualities, to that extent the person becomes attractive. If you have this much qualities, you are this much attractive. If more qualities, more attractive. So if God has all the qualities, then he should be all attractive. Bhagavan has all qualities. So because the qualities we attract, so Bhagavan is all attractive. If Bhagavan is all attractive, and what is the meaning, or what is that one word in Sanskrit which means all attractive? Krishna. Karshayati Krishna. Krishit bhuvaja shabdo naschane vrittivachakaha tayonaikyam parabrahma Krishna ityavadiyate. So these are words of Mahabharata which talks about how Krishit bhuvaja shabda. Krish karshayati, attraction, is also comes from the word akarshan, karsha, krish dhatu. That means Krishit bhuvaja shabda. Krish means one who attracts. And one who attracts, the naschane vrittivachakaha. Na refers to highest pleasure. So what does Krishna do? He attracts us and gives highest pleasure. Now you may say, if Krishna is all attractive, why am I getting attracted to other things in this world, some beauty of this world, some riches of this world. Yeah, you are getting attracted to these things in this world because they are also energy of Krishna. So Krishna has invested a certain attractive principle in some persons, in some objects of this world. That is why you get attracted to someone. But the problem is, Krishna attracts you and then gives highest pleasure. But other than Krishna, this Maya, objects of this world, people of this world, they attract you and then they kick you on your face. That is the difference. And they give misery. That is the only difference. Maya also attracts, Krishna also attracts. When Krishna attracts, he gives highest bliss because he is condensed form of bliss. Whereas when Maya attracts, it's very ugly inside. Outside is very nice. So that gives you misery. That is why people in this world, when they get attracted to something or some person, they suffer like anything. So much of suffering. Because that is the nature. Whereas when you get attracted to Krishna, Krishna gives bliss. So this is how God is Bhagavan, is Krishna. Krishna is Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. All the scriptures we conclude, there is only one point. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. And yesterday we also discussed Krishna, God, Bhagavan has been translated not just as God. He is supreme, that is Sarva Karana Karanam. Personality, that he is a person. And he is not only the supreme, not only a supreme person, but he is also Godhead. Godhead means what? He is the Lord even of the demigods. So who are these demigods, Devi Devatas? We discussed about 5 of them. Ganesha, he himself was so eager to write Bhagwat Geeta. If you want to please Ganesha, study Bhagwat Geeta. And if you want to please Lord Shiva, if you are really a devotee of Lord Shiva, what you should do? Chant in the name of Rama. Then he will be very happy. And if you want to please Durga, work for Krishna because she is also working for Krishna. So that's her reason, because she is Vaishnavi. And if you really want to worship Surya, the best way to worship Surya is to study Bhagavad Gita. Because Krishna told Bhagavad Gita to Vivaswan, in this way, all the demigods, they are all actually devotees of Krishna. So the best way to please them, sometimes people think, if I only worship Krishna, the demigods will become happy. Then no, they will actually become very happy. And those who only worship the demigods know very well, these people are not worshipping me, they are worshipping their desires. To fulfill their desires, they come to me. They are not come to worship me, they don't have any love for me. Lord Shiva knows very well, those who are worshipping him has no love for him. Once because they worship him, he becomes pleased, they say, I want this, I want this, I want this, isn't it? Then Lord Shiva says, take it and get lost. That is called Ashutosh. So Lord Shiva fulfills the desires of the devotees, not because he is very happy, because he is so frustrated. Like sometimes the mother is cooking and the child wants to buy an ice cream. The child goes to the mother and then goes on pulling the saree and says, Mommy, 50 rupees, 50 rupees, 50 rupees. He says, get lost. I got 50 rupees, 50 rupees. She gives the 50 rupees and says, get lost. And the child is thinking, mother is so happy, that is why she is fulfilled my desire. No, out of frustration. So she says, get lost, you are troubling, let me concentrate on cooking. The same way when Lord Shiva is chanting Ram's name, one devotee of Lord Shiva comes and says, what a good wife, good wife, good wife, good wife. Then he says, get lost, let me chant. So that is the reason it's called Abhishitosh. He's easily pleased. No, he's not actually pleased. He's actually frustrated because of your desires. So anyhow, we discussed about all these things yesterday. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is Bhagavan, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Now comes today's session, that is about Prakriti, Kala and Karma. First we'll talk about Prakriti. If you remember on day 2, when we discussed about the science of soul, we discussed that how the soul leaves the body and goes to another body. Now the question arises, which body does the soul goes? Leaves his body and goes to another body. Which body will it go? If I am a human, will I get a human life again? If I am a woman, will I get a woman again? Which body are we going to get? That is the question. Then the answer is very simple. You heard about 84 lakh million, 84 lakh species. We can get any of the 84 lakh species. We can enter into any of the 84 lakh. It is not that if you are a human, you become human only. If you are a woman, you become woman only. You can become anything. And what are these options you have? 84 lakh options you have. And these 84 lakh options are being described in the Padma Purana in this. Jalaja Navlakshani. There are 9 lakh varieties of Jalaja born in water. That means aquatics. 9 lakh aquatics. Jalaja Navlakshani Stavaraha Lakshavimshati. Stavaraha means those who are those trees, the plants, the creepers. They are Lakshavimshati. There are 20 lakh varieties. Just imagine, if you take a Vedic botany, you will go mad. You have those who study botany, they have to memorize many botanical names, isn't it? Just imagine 20 lakh varieties, and modern botanical scientists have no idea about these things. 20 lakh varieties of trees, creepers, and Jalaja, Lakshani, Stavara, Lakshamshati, and Krimika, Rudrasamdakya. Krimika means those who are insects, are 11 lakh varieties of insects. Just imagine, 11 lakh varieties. Vihanga, Lakshani. Birds are 10 lakh varieties. So how many became now? 9 plus 11 is 20, 20 plus again 10, that becomes how much? 30 plus again, how many? 40? Almost like you have 50, isn't it? 20, 10, 11 plus 9 plus 10 plus 20 is 50. 50 lakhs are over now. 84 lakhs have reached now. There are 30 lakh varieties of 4-legged animals, 30 lakh varieties. And then 4 lakh varieties of humans. That becomes 84 lakhs. 84 lakh varieties of species. So now when you leave the body, you have the option to go to any of these 84 lakhs. Now you say that how on what basis I get another body? The basis is very simple. Like when you go to a big mall and you have all dresses, a lot of dresses are there. And what kind of dress you can purchase, tell me? Depending on the money you give, isn't it? You have only 100 bahts, you get only some t-shirt or something like that. And if you have 1,000, you get a better one. You have 10,000, you have a better one. The same way, depending on the payment, depending on the capacity to pay, to that extent, that kind of dress you get. The same way, you got 84 lakh varieties of dresses. And what you get, which dress you get, it all depends on how much karma you got. Good karma. Depending on your karma, you get the next body. It's very simple. Depending on your karma, you get the next body. So, here comes a very interesting point. That is, what is this karma? What is this all about, getting the next dress? When you get a next body, you find there are no two people in this world who are the same, who are similar. All are having some difference. Even the twins, they are different. One may like cold coffee, other may like hot coffee. You don't know. They may like the same, they look like, but still there is a difference in nature. Where are these differences in nature coming from? Because we act based on our tendency, based on our nature. So where is this difference in nature coming up? Just now, the second we discussed about the soul. Everybody is soul. There is no distinction between a boy soul and a girl soul. Soul is a soul, elephant soul, Indra soul, whatever is soul only. Though all the souls are the same, but still they are influenced by the modes of nature. Depending on the degree of the influence of the modes of nature, the actions are different, the nature is different, the swabhava is different. So now we are bringing the concept of Prakriti. Prakriti means modes of nature. Sattvam, Rajastama iti guna, Prakriti Sambhavan. Krishna says in Bhagwat Geeta that Prakriti is made up of Sattva, Rajas, Tama. Three modes of nature. Now we heard about mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Sattva means mode of goodness, Raja means mode of passion, and Tamas means mode of ignorance. So these three modes influence different people in different degrees. Like you have multitude of colors, and in each color you have multitude of shades. So where are these multitude of colors and shades coming from? Fundamentally three colors. That is red, blue and yellow. The combination of these three colors brings different colors. If you have 70% red, 10% yellow and 20% blue, then you get one color. If you change the percentage, then you have another color. And within that color, you change little bit lightly the percentage, combination, permutation, or combination of these colors, there's different shades you get. So basically there are only three. The same way, there are only three modes, Sattva, Rajas, Tama. But depending on the percentage of influence of the modes of nature, people have different natures. And based on those different natures, they act differently and they get reactions differently and they get their bodies also differently. So the bodies, what we are getting, different kinds of bodies, is because of Karanam Gunasangasya Sadasat Durijarmashu. Karanam Gunasangasya. Gunasangasya is what? Because of the association with the modes of nature, Sattva, Rajas, Tama, we get a Sadasat Durijarmashu, good, bad, ugly, all kinds of bodies we get. Somebody becomes a monkey, somebody becomes a donkey, somebody becomes human, somebody becomes a demigod, somebody becomes a rich human, poor human. All these things are just because of the previous life's association in the modes of nature. And based on the association of the modes of nature, we do different activities. Based on the different activities, we get the karma for it. So let us try to understand this Sattva Guna, Raja Guna and Tama Guna. It's actually, if one who has a good understanding of these three modes, Sattva, Rajas, Tama, then he knows why a person is behaving in a particular way. So this is called Vedic psychology, means knowing mode of passion, goodness, passion and ignorance. So let us try to know what these modes are. It is very difficult to understand what these modes are. So we try to understand the modes of nature by their effects. So let us discuss the life of three different families, which are one family which is primarily mode of goodness, one family primarily mode of passion, one family primarily mode of ignorance. So let us discuss these families and then see how their nature, and depending on the nature, we'll understand the modes of nature. So let us talk about a family primarily mode of goodness. Actually, everybody is influenced by the modes of nature. Everybody is influenced by all the three modes. But somebody is primarily in goodness, primarily in passion, primarily in ignorance. It is not that there is one person who is only in goodness, only in passion, only in ignorance. No. All the three modes are simultaneously acting, but one is more powerful than the other. So let us take a scenario of a family who is primarily in mode of goodness, Sattva. So Krishna in the Bhagwat Geeta, he talks about Sattva. Tatra sattam nirmalatvat prakashatpaka manamayam sudasangena vadhanti jnanasangena chanaka. It's a very simple words where Krishna says, Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat. The mode of goodness is pure, nirmalatvat. Tatra sattva nirmalatvat prakashatpakam. It is illuminating. Anamayam, it is less sinful, anamayam. And it gives you a sense of happiness and peace. Sukha sangena vadhanti. It binds you with a kind of satisfaction, some kind of happiness. Sukha sangena jnana sangena chanaka. He is in pursuit of knowledge. So the formula of a family which is primarily in mode of goodness is simple living, high thinking. That is their formula. They conduct their life based on this formula. That is simple living, high thinking. And mode of goodness is symptomized by peace. They are peaceful and they are always having a simple life and high thinking. And his family, they are very much attached to being very regulated. They get up early in the morning. That is the first symptom of a family in mode of goodness. They get up early in the morning. And then they are very duty bound. The father makes sure the children also are awake and they also clean. And they also pray together and the father makes sure they have done their homework, and he instructs some moral values. They sit together, eat together, and then the father drops the children to the school, and he goes to office well before time, and he finishes all his work well before time, and he's got good rapport with everyone. He's not in anxiety, he's very peaceful. Whatever comes on its own accord, he's happy with it. He comes home, he takes care of the family members very nicely. Sometimes he brings gifts to family members. He takes them to some hill stations for a picnic, and all in mode of goodness. He is not into any very aggressive sports, and mostly cultivating knowledge. In this way, this family is very peaceful. They often go to temples, and they give some charity, and they are pious. So this is how a person in mode of goodness conducts his life. The family in mode of goodness conducts their life. Now comes passion. The family in mode of passion is being described by Krishna in Bhagwat Geeta. Rajo ragatmagam Krishna samudbhavan Rajo ragatmagam Krishna samudbhavan karma sangena devina. So this person in mode of passion is Rajo ragatmagam mukti Krishna sanga samudbhavan Tannivadanti mahabhavo karma sangena devina. This mode of passion, the family in mode of passion, they are always in anxiety. They are always in anxiety. Why? Because the formula based on which they conduct their life, what is the formula? The formula is money is honey. That is their formula. And then for that, they are always in anxiety. They are in anxiety that they don't have money. Once they get it, they have anxiety, they should not lose that money. So in this way, in both cases, they are always in anxiety. So this family in mode of passion, they have to get up early in the morning to go to their job. So he has put the alarm at 6 o'clock, and now the alarm rings, he wakes up and he sees 6 o'clock. The moment he wakes up, he's having a lot of leg pain. He has slept whole night, but still he's having leg pain, body pain. Why? Because the body has slept, he was lying down, but the mind has not slept. And those, when they get up with their body pain, that means whole night they were not slept. It was only dreaming, a lot of anxiety was there. So he thinks, oh, my body is paining, just let me sleep for 10 more minutes. He switch off the alarm to sleep for 10 more minutes. So then he sleeps for 10 minutes and he wakes up and he sees it's not 10, it's already 8 o'clock. Then he has to catch the train at 8:30. Then he's so frustrated. Otherwise his boss will shout at him, he's going to become late to the office. Then he starts shouting at his wife. She's also lying down. She says, it's all 8 o'clock, still you're lying down, I have to go to the office. She says, you have to go to the office, why are you troubling me? So the day starts with a fight. So the whole family is always fighting with each other. That's called passion. And for no reason they fight with each other. Somehow he gets into the bathroom and then takes bath and he comes back and he thinks, oh, he has to wake up the children. The children also sleeping, they have to go to the school, then he shouts at them, you idiots, and then how much hard work I am doing to make you study and you are still sleeping, you have to go to the school. Somehow he sends the children to the bathroom. And the children so happy come out of the bathroom, they say, Mommy, see Papa what he has done. She goes inside and sees, he has put the geyser on without water, so it's burnt. So then she starts shouting at him, saying, because of you, see, the geyser is burnt, how am I going to take bath? She's not worried that some object of the house is being burnt. She's worried about how she's going to take bath without water. This is called passion, all self-centered. I am not interested in you, I am only interested in myself. I love you because you give some satisfaction to me, you give some pleasure to me. Otherwise, no love, nothing. So this is called passion. And always think in anxiety. He goes to the office, he's already late, his boss calls him, he's in anxiety, he's going to shout at him, and somehow it's already 7 o'clock, he's still in the office. He has completed the work, but still the boss is sitting, he's also sitting in the office. He's so much in anxiety. And the phone comes from the house, and he says, wife says, you're still in the office? You forgot today is a marriage anniversary. Then somehow he's shivering and he goes to his wife and then goes to his boss and says, I want to go. The boss says, okay, come on time tomorrow. So he's very much in attached to getting promotion. For that he has to please the boss, and so he's willing to get any scoldings from the boss for that. He becomes a totally, he does all the chapurusi for that so that he gets some promotion. And somehow he comes home, he's very late, and then he rings the calling bell. She doesn't open this door. He's very late. Marriage anniversary forgot. So somehow or other she opens the door. Then he gives her the bouquet, and then both are happy sitting together. And then they're talking about the day when they met for the first time. They're in love with each other now. And all of a sudden, the child comes, Papa, can you solve this mathematics problem for me? And he's going to solve the problem. Then she says, hey, today you got results, isn't it? And so the school, get your marks card. Then they get the marks card. This child failed in one subject, got 35 out of 100 in subject. And the father sees this thing and then started shouting at the kid and says, what kind of student you are? I am spending so much of money sending you to the school, what are you doing? And he says, there's no point in shouting at you. He starts shouting at his wife. Whole day, what are you doing? Can't you not take care of your kids? Going to that kitty party, this kitty party. They were in love with each other just a few minutes back, and now immediately become changed. Monsoon change over here. The weather changed. So you don't know when a person loves you, when a person hates you. A person in passion, you have no idea. Sometimes he loves, sometimes he shouts. Now she says, what did you say? He's my child or what? He's not your child or what? This is a fight between them. So just few minutes they were there discussing about the day when they met for the first time. And now immediately they are fighting with each other. This is called passion. And the food what they eat is also, which is too sour or too pungent and too chilly, all extremes. That's how the mode of passion eat their food. The mode of goodness, their food is different. Mode of passion, their food is mode of passion is actually, what is the definition of a person's mode of passion is, you trouble your body and give some relief, and that is called happiness for them. Like they go to a restaurant and then they order for something, they put more masala and put that more chili in it, and he brings and eats, and his whole throat is burning, tongue is burning, and whole face has become red, and then he's sweating, his air conditioned is sweating, and now he takes a glass of cold water and then drinks, and he says, Maja aaya. So first you trouble your body first, and then reduce the trouble, and that is called your maja. That is called your happiness. That is called word of passion. So he is suffering like anything. Every day he is getting kicked for 100 times. And one day he got only 50 kicks. Then he became happy. Today only 50 kicks. So that's called word of passion. I'm so happy. So the whole world is, how things have become word of passion. First time I went to, I was just new in Mumbai. I was joined a temple there. So one person, one devotee, he took me to one place, and he took me in the train, local train. So we both got in the local train. I sat and he also sat. Then it was a half an hour journey. Within the half an hour journey, at least 15 times he told, "Aaj train bahut khali, बैठने को मिलेगा. Aaj train bahut khali. Today train is empty. I got a seat. Train is empty. I got a seat." I was wondering, why is he so happy about it? Because it was a holiday or something other, and the train was empty, and every day he travels in the train, and he never ever got to sit in the train. So one day he got to sit in the train. That becomes a source of great happiness for him. So this is called personal mode of passion, and he also gives some charity. His charity is of a different level altogether. So his charity is so that he is recognized for his charity. That's why he gives. He gets name, fame for his charity. So I remember many years back when I was studying in Calcutta, I used to go to Mayapur quite often. It's a real story. So then I used to meet the president there quite often. I went and met him, and by the time he had met one person and he left. Then he told me about this person. When he told this person is a businessman. Once he had come to Mayapur temple, that's the biggest temple being built in Iskcon. So he came to the temple and then met the president and told that I want to donate some fans to the temple. So they told, okay, please donate. So he donated a few fans. So next time he came and then he was welcome. We stayed for a couple of days and then he told, where are my fans? Then the president told all the fans in the temple, they are new fans, they are sent by UPT. Then this person told, see, even I don't know that these are the fans which are given by me. How will people come to know? You should write my name on that. Then the president told, okay, no problem. Next time you come, we'll make sure that your name will be written on each fan. So next time he came, he saw his name was there in each fan, very happy, stayed for a couple of days. And then he met the president. And then he told, it is very nice that you written my name on the fan, every fan has my name. But you written my name only on one fin. 3 fins are there in the fan. Only one fin. People will think I only give the tukda, the small. So why did you write my name on all the 3 fins and the middle part also, isn't it? So the president told him, he did not commit. He told me, try to do something. We'll try to do something. So this person, he sat in the car and left. And after going for some time, the car came back. He got down from the car and he told the president that, you see, you make sure that you write my name in all the 3 fins in the middle part also. And also, try to make sure you don't run the fan. Because if it is running, who will see the name? This is called passion. It's a real story. It's called mode of passion. And this mode of passion is very, very strong. That is, they are always in anxiety. Anything they do in anxiety. You cannot get it, is because their whole formula of their life is money is honey, and mode of passion is symptomized by anxiety. Now comes mode of ignorance. A family, primarily in mode of ignorance, is no family at all. They just stay together. There is a concept of stay together, living relationships. What it means. So they get up early in the morning around 11 o'clock. So for them it's early in the morning. And what kind of food they eat? Some piece of flesh which is lying in the fridge, they don't know when they purchased it. A few months old, they just take it and eat it. And because the kind of food what they eat, they are always pramadalasya nidra. Krishna tells in the Bhagwat Geeta, tamas ajnanam vidyat mohanam savdinam pramadalasya nidya tannivritanti bharata. Pramada alasya nidra, these 3 are symptoms of mode of ignorance. Pramada means their life is full of danger. Inattentive, alasya, lazy, nidra, sleeping. So many of you must have seen people who sleep. They go to sleep when they are lying down. That is generally. Sometimes when sitting, only people lie down, sleep. You must have seen some people who go off to sleep while walking also. That is also quite possible, and you must have seen that. I don't know how many of you have seen people sleeping while eating. Yeah, I have seen. So you know, I was, before I joined full-time in Iskcon, I was in Merchant Navy. So we had a radio officer, and once I was on this thing in the best, I was taking my breakfast, and he came humming, and he sat, and there was music. He increased volume of music. He said good morning, and he sat, and then he started having his breakfast. I also was having a breakfast. All of a sudden, I heard some sound. And I saw I was snoring, sitting on the breakfast table and holding toast and snoring. And just I told good morning and I just took bath and came, I don't know what. And just snoring. What is this? Anybody sleeps or eating or what? And all of a sudden I made some sort of a cup. So I was wondering, what kind of person is he? Okay, why eating anybody sleeps or what? Why his consciousness becomes so down? Just because of food, what kind of food he is eating. It was in Mexico, I suppose. Then the ship was docked, and then I was having my dinner, and he came humming, singing something, and he kept one bottle in front of me. He wanted to have that thing. He brought his food. And the moment you opened the bottle, the small bottle like this, I was feeling like vomit. It was stinking like anything. I just ran. Then later on, I asked one other person, what is this drink? He brought something, the stinking bottle, a mess. The moment you open the new, it's not a new bottle. Then he told it's called dressing, salad dressing. What is that? He says in Mexico, something is available like that. It is actually fermented worms. Fermented worm. And that is called anja. If you eat something like that, what happens? Andamayam is so as is your food, so is your mind. If your food is sattvic, your mind is sattvic. If your food is rajasic, your mind is rajasic. Your food is tamasic, then your mind is also tamasic. So this is how the mode of ignorance they conduct their life. Their mode of ignorance, their family mode of ignorance, for them it is a hook or crook, make money. And then they are symptomized by sleep, laziness and suffering. So this is how these three modes function, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. So based on the modes of nature, a person conducts his life and does his activities, and according to those activities you get reactions. Good actions lead to good reactions, bad actions lead to bad reactions. Simple. Jaisi karni, vaisi bharni. That's all. Whatever you do, you will get. As you sow, so shall you reap. Simple. Whatever actions you perform, the reactions are going to come for sure. Sometimes people say, no, why is it so? How can you understand? It is very simple. You see, why one baby is born in Somalia, as soon as the baby is born, the mother dies, and by birth that baby has polio. And what to speak of milk, even there is no water to drink. That baby is born in that condition. One baby is born in America, a billionaire, with good medical facility, born with a golden spoon, many people to love the baby. Now tell me, same time these two babies are born. Why? Why is it so? That's all. There is no other answer to it. The Christians and Muslims or any other people, the atheists, they may not agree. But what is the logic behind it? What is the logic? You cannot say by chance. You have to accept the theory of karma. It was there in all the scriptures, but it was removed. It was doctored and removed. So theory of karma has to be accepted. Because one person in the previous life or lives has done such an activity by which he had to suffer in that condition. And one is born in that condition because of his good karma. So this karma is a fact. It has to be. Good karma has to be experienced, and bad karma also has to be experienced. Karma. There is no way that you can get rid of this karma. Sometimes people say that people think that I have done this bad karma. So what I'll do this much good karma and then neutralize it. But it's not going to work like that. You have to experience good karma for your good activities, bad karma for your bad activities. There is no question of any neutralization. For that, I'll give you a small example. That is, one dog is lying on the street. He is sleeping and lying on the street. And there is a vehicle, there is a Mercedes car which is driving very fast. And in Mercedes, there is a dog inside the Mercedes car, because the dog is in a rich man's house. It's a pet dog. And then it is in the Mercedes. And this Mercedes runs over the legs of the dog which is lying on the road. Not the road. There are two dogs, one under the car, other in the car. Now what is the history of these two dogs? When these two dogs were in the human life, both of them did so much of sinful activity for which they had to get the dog's body. But among these two, one person, he had done some pious activity too. So, but what happened is that pious activity did not neutralize the sinful activity. So both of them had done the sin, so they had to take the dog's body. One had done pious activity, that is why he became the dog in the Mercedes. One had only done sinful activity, so he became the dog in the simple. And also we should understand that karma is gained only in the human form of life, and that too in this earth. Now when a tiger kills a goat or a deer, it is not going to get bad karma. It will not get bad karma. Whereas a human, if he does, he gets the bad karma. Because karma, good or bad, is gained only in the human life on this earth only. And it is only karma is you spend your karma in the other species of life, good or bad. So it is only human form of life. This karma is very very precious. So what we do in human form of life, it matters a lot. If you do good, you get you do bad, you get bad. That's how it actions. So now many of us, we think that karma is only of two kinds, good karma and bad karma. But it is not so. Karma is of three kinds. Krishna in the Bhagwat Geeta, he talks about three kinds of karma. Karmano hi bodhavyam chikarvana, karmanastha bodhavyam, karmano dahana viduhu. So these three kinds of karmas, number one is karma, which is good karma. Number two is bad karma. Other is akarma. Akarma means those karmas or those activities which are having no reactions, neither good nor bad. So this is called akarma. Now the purpose of human life is to get out of the cycle of karma, cycle of birth and death. So if you do good, you take birth again. If you do bad, also you take birth again. So from the spiritual point of view, both good and bad, both are bad only. Why? Because both are binding. So what is that activity by which we can go beyond karma? That activity is are those activities which are done keeping Krishna in the center. That is called akarma. Now, let us try to understand what is this akarma. We have Bhagwat Geeta, we know very well. Duryodhana, where was he after his death? Where did he go? He went to Swarga. Yudhishthira Maharaj and all the Pandavas were taken by Krishna to many places. He went to Swarga and Yudhishthira was shocked. He was shocked to see who was there. Duryodhana was there. How did Duryodhana go to Swarga? Because Duryodhana was a good king. You say, how can you say that? He did all his duties perfectly. He did karma. That means as a king, all his duties, whatever the duties a king is supposed to do, taking care of the citizens, giving charity to the brahmanas, all these things he did. Now, on the other hand, Arjuna also did the duty of a king. What is the difference? Duryodhana also did his duty and Arjuna also did his duty. Krishna did not want Duryodhana to be the king. Was it because he was sinful? No, he was pious. In one sense, it was pious means in the sense that he was doing all the duties which are meant to be a king is supposed to perform. What is the difference? The difference is very simple. Duryodhana performed his duties for his own sake. Arjuna performed his duties for Krishna's sake. That is the difference. Many a time, when you talk about Bhagwat Geeta, or if you try to give a copy of Bhagwat Geeta to one person, any person, especially in India, Indian, say, Bhagwat Geeta I know very well. Then you want you to please tell? Karmani Vadikaraste. Karmani Vadikaraste. Next line? No, not required. Karmani Vadikaraste. What do you mean? Do your duty. Achha, do you think Krishna has to come all the way from Goloka to come and tell you, do your duty? Your boss is enough for that, isn't it? Why Krishna has to come and tell, do your duty? See, even a donkey is doing its duty. There is no big thing. It's not a big thing. Even a donkey is doing its duty. So, karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetu mate sambodhsa karmani. That has to be understood in the full context. Here, karmanyevadikaraste means Krishna says that you have adhikara only to do karma, not of the result. So here he is talking about adhikara. So Arjuna performed his karma for Krishna. Duryodhana performed karma for himself. So duty is not the most important thing. For whom are you doing your duty? What is the intention with which you are doing your duty? What is the purpose? For whom are you doing the duty? That is more important. Consciousness is more important than the duty. Many times, people say that in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna told you should do karma. It is karma yoga. It is wrong. I'll give you an example for it. You go to a restaurant. There, the waiter, he is doing his duty of serving you food, isn't it? He is doing that. You come home, your mother is also doing her duty of serving you food. Are both the same? What is the difference? There the waiter is also serving you food. At your home, your mother is also serving you food. What is the difference?
Made with love.
Yes. That is what it is. Now, waiter is doing his duty, but mother, in spite of being her duty to serve you, she doesn't think it is my duty. She serves out of love. She serves for you. So, though he is serving, he is not serving for you, he is serving for himself. It's his duty. So, love is beyond duty. So, what people have done is, they have brought the concept of Bhagwat Geeta, the concept of love in the Bhagavad Gita, to the platinum of duty. Once there was a paper advertisement. They are celebrating their golden jubilee. And then in that, there is one person's photo. It says, the new advertisement said that the Karma Yogi of the Year award goes to such and such a person because he never took it casually. He went on, he was on time every day. He always supported the management. He never went with the union. Karma Yogi of the Year award goes to him. Very nice. So much so that factory or the company is producing alcohol. So much for his karma yoga, he spoiled so many people's life by producing alcohol. So people think that doing my duty, that is what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. No. Krishna, what he means is you do work for me, you do your duties for me. You do all your duties keeping me in the center. And that is called karma yoga. Yoga means connect. Connecting to Krishna by your work. That is called karma yoga. When you do work for Krishna, that is called karma yoga. Like Arjuna fought for Krishna. When you study for Krishna, it is karma yoga. When you cook for Krishna, it is karma yoga. When you sing for Krishna, it's Karma Yoga. Whatever duties you have, be raising children, that is the duty of the mother, that you are doing for whom? Doing for Krishna. So when you do for Krishna, that becomes Karma Yoga. Yat karoshi, yat juhoshi, yashtasi, tarasasi kunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. So that is called Karma Yoga. Just working like a donkey doesn't make you Karma Yoga, because a donkey also works hard. Just working hard doesn't make you Karma Yoga, it makes you a donkey. So keeping Krishna in the center, when you work for Krishna, that is called Karma Yoga. And for that there is no reaction. And being born as a human, we have 3 options in our life. 4 options in our life, in the next life. What is the next life? 4 options. Go to lower species because of sinful activity. Number 2, again get human form of life, be doing some mediocre activities. Do some pious activities and go to higher species. But even though you get a higher species, go to Swarga. Brahma Munaloke Purnavartana, you have to come back again. And the 4th option is that you don't take birth again. So that is the goal of life. Not to take birth again. That is the 4th. And you go back to God. So how can you go back to God? Not to take birth again, because you are 8th standard. What is the goal of 8th standard boy? Not to come back to 8th standard. Otherwise it's a failure. So human life also is meant for going back to God. Human body is like a flight. You have to fly. Maybe you can take an airplane and go around the road. You can drive it also in the road. But the airplane is not meant for that. The airplane is meant to fly. The same human body is meant to take off the spiritual world, not to come back to this material world again. So that is why Karma Yoga has to be done. We have to connect our activities to Krishna. That is called Karma Yoga. So we discussed about Prakriti, then we discussed about Karma. Karma and Karma Yoga. So now we have left with one more topic, that is Kala. What is the meaning of Kala? Kala means time. What is time? Time is actually energy of Krishna. Time is energy of Krishna. So this time is so powerful that nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop time and tide. Nobody can stop it. It is pushing us towards death. Pushing us towards death. Every second gone means every second you are near to death. Every year gone means you are 1 year nearer to death. Sometimes people say, oh, why are you talking about death? Don't talk about death, very depressing. See, like a boy, your son or daughter, they say, Mommy, don't talk about exams, very depressing. Right? Exams are going to come. Whether it's depressing or oppressing, it doesn't matter. You have to be prepared for it. If you are prepared for it, then it's not depressing. If you're not prepared for it, it is depressing. So you have to remember it so that you can be prepared for it. So the whole life, whatever we get, the whole human life is meant for, is given for us so that we can prepare for the examination called death. So death is an examination. So who is not afraid of death? Who is not afraid of examination? Which child is not afraid of examination? One who is prepared for it. One who is not prepared for it, afraid. So it is not that you forget death. No, you have to be prepared for death. The whole life is just meant for a preparation for death. Like a whole year, the school gives for the child to prepare for examination. So prepare for it. Now, Kala is time. It is pushing us towards death. Udhyannastam channasur yasyarto chnonita uttam shlokavartaya. Every day the sun is rising and sun setting. But what is the sun doing? Taking away ayu haratve pumsa. Our ayu is being taken away. But for those who are engaged in devotional service, in serving Krishna, those who are engaged in hearing about Krishna, The Ayu doesn't work. Now, time is something like this. For examination, death is something like this. For a person who is blind, he is walking on the road, and this blind person, there is a stone, big stone. What does he do? The same stone. He gets, he stumbles down, he falls down, getting into the stone. But a person whose eyes are open, his eye is in knowledge, what does he do? He puts his feet on the stone, and that becomes a stepping stone. So stumbling stone and stepping stone. Stone is the same. For a blind person, death is a stumbling stone. For a person in knowledge, death is a stepping stone. For a student who is not prepared for the exam is a stumbling block, stumbling stone for him. For a student who is prepared for it, the stone is a stepping stone. The examination is a stepping stone. So we need not be afraid of death. Rather, a student who is very much prepared for the exam, he is happy to have the examination, isn't it? He is very happy to see the examination. Exams are making very happy. But a person who is not prepared for the exam, he is very much afraid of the examination. That is why one has to be conscious of death. And death and time are non-different from each other. They are synonymous. So now, we will try to see about what to do at the time of death. Krishna tells in the Bhagwat Geeta that Antakalecha mameva sparam muktva kalevaram yaha prayati samardhav yati naskrita samshaya. Like a student is prepared for the examination. He knows that the examination is going to come somewhere in the March or April. But our examination, called death, it can come anytime. So we should be prepared for it. Now, in the examination, you get a question paper and you have to answer it. But here, death is such an examination, there is only one question. Question paper is out. There is only one question. And what is the question? Did you think of Krishna or not? If you think of Krishna, you have passed. Did not think of Krishna, fail. That's all. So the whole life is actually preparation for our examination called death. Whole life is meant for that. That is why Krishna says, Antakale cha mami bhasparam muktva kalevaram yaha prayati samadhavam yati naskrita samshayaha. If you think of me at the time of death, then you will not come back to this world again. And remember bhavas paranti. If you think of anything else, then you will get that particular thing. So now, it so happened that once one sadhu came to a businessman's house, and then the businessman he heard Bhagwat Geeta from the sadhu. And the sadhu, he spoke about the story of Ajamil. You know the story of Ajamil. He told Ajamil was a very sinful person. Actually, he was a very pious person, but somehow he saw a prostitute hugging some man, and he fell in love with the prostitute, gave up his wife, children, pious lady, and he just gave up, and he became so sinful. To satisfy the desires of the prostitute, he did all sinful activities. And the time came, he was about to leave the body. Generally, at the time of death, you remember the person whom you love the most. So he had one son, just very small baby, he was named Narayana. And Ajamil, when he was about to leave the body, then he just chanted, Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. At that time, who had come to take Ajamil? Yamaduta's king. 3 Yamaduta's king. And then they put the Yamapasha and they were dragging him out of the body. So he was chanting Narayana, Narayana. At the time, Vishnuduta also came. So this Vishnuduta, who is calling our Lord, said, let us go and see. And they saw Yamadutas are pulling him out, and he is chanting Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. So then Vishnuduta said, hey, they took the sword and cut off the Yamapashas and told Yamadutas, how dare you take this soul, because he's chanting the names of the Lord. You don't know anybody chants the names of Krishna, then you don't have any adhikar over it. Then he told you, he's not chanting the name of God, he's calling his son. We don't know who is he calling, but he's chanting the name of the Lord. We understand for Narayana is that for him, maybe anybody. So he got delivered. So Jamil got delivered. He was so sinful, but still he got delivered. So the sadhu requested the businessman, why don't you chant the name of Krishna? Then the businessman told, oh, Sadhuji, I am very happy. And you told a wonderful story. I'll make sure that I am going to chant the name of Krishna at the time of death. But now I am very busy. Don't force me. The sadhu told, it's not so easy to think of Krishna at the time of death. For that you have to do sadhana, you have to practice. And don't worry, Sadhuji. I am going to make sure that I am going to chant the name of Krishna at the time of death. And Ajamil had only one son in Narayana. I have 4 sons. He called all the 4 sons. Bunty, Bulu, all these people, he had kept some names like that. Earlier, they used to keep such names to dogs, and now they came to these names to children. So they wanted crazy names. Keep God's name. All kinds of stupid names you keep to your children. Anyway, he had kept something like that. He called all the 4 children. Told, today onwards your name is Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Anuruddha, Vasudeva. Change the names. Then he told the sadhu, you see, I know my children. When I go to leave the body, I am going to call one of them at least. So don't worry about it. Sadhu thought, what? I wasted my time coming to his house. He left. Oh, this businessman got busy with his own business, and then, of course, everybody has to face this day, death time. Time came, he was about to lying on the deathbed and about to leave the body. That is going, his heart is pumping and go up and down. He knew that he's going to leave the body, and then he remembered. And given a word to the sadhu. Then he started calling Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Vasudeva. All the 4 children came running. What happened? Then this person saw all the 4. Hey, all 4 came. Who is going to take care of the shop? There is born as a rat in the shop. so because every mom is for mouth. So time is pushing us towards it, and we have to be prepared. So that's called Kala. The whole purpose of this Kala is to make us understand the seriousness of our life. So not to waste a second. We have to prepare our consciousness, prepare our mind so that we can think of Krishna at the time of death. So that is why we request you to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is going to actually prepare us. Etavan Sankhyoga Karma Viparishtaya. Etavan Sam, whatever karma we do, whatever Sankhya we do, let's give it to you. Sit down and do it. Etavan Sankhyoga Karma Viparishtaya. Janmanav Parapamsam Ante Narayana Stuti. Ante Narayana Stuti. The whole purpose of human life is to think of Krishna at the time of death. Think of Narayana at the time of death. And that will only happen when we are prepared for it. So, the whole purpose of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness is to make a person to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra so that his mind is prepared. By the time of death, he can think of Krishna and come back to Godhead. And that's not going to happen just, I'll wait for the time to come, then only I'll chant. No. Like your son says, oh, exam so far, let me play. Just before the exam, I'll study and pass. No, exams come, you'll not pass. You'll fail in the examination. So, we have to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, I'm going to teach you how to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And those of you who are chanting already, very good. Those who are not chanting, we'll teach you how to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra to the beats. In the age of Kali, there is only one way, that is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Nam, eva kevalam, kalu nastyeva gati ranyatha. There is no other gati other than chanting the name of Krishna. So those who don't have the beats, this is called Japamala. It has got 108 beats. Those who don't have the beats, we are going to give the beats to you, Japamala to you. Can you raise your hands, those who don't have the beats? Please can you supply them, all those who are not having the beats? Yeah, give them Japamala. So, in the Kalisandra Upanishad it has been described, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti Shodaksharanam Nam Kalikalmashanashanam Natah Paratharopaya Sarvedesh Drishyate. Natah Paratharopaya, there is no other upaya other than chanting the names of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Kriti Dhyayatu Vishnum Tretayam Yudomatehi Dvapare Paricharyayam Karota Hari Kirtanat. In the age of Satyuga, people used to do meditation for thousands and thousands of years. Is it possible now? It's not possible. Kriti Dhyayatu Vishnum Tretayam Yudomatehi. In the Treta Yuga, people used to do big sacrifices. You can do it now, it's impossible. Because you require ghee for it. Where is the ghee? In Thailand, I don't think you will get one kilo of desi cow ghee. You will not get it. How will you perform? And Tretayam Yudomakaihi. Dvapare Paricharyayam. In Dvapare Yuga, Paricharya, huge temples. To build one temple, you are getting, you're frustrated. So difficult. Huge temples. In South India, small temples. How big temples? Huge temples, big kind of worship. Not possible. Then, why are you not giving? Give it to everyone. Why are you doing music? Please raise your hands. Go.
Bottom is 10.
Huh?
Bottom is 10.
What? 20 are there. Yeah, give. Over? You tried to 20.
Yeah. So we paid was 20.
Huh?
Weeks were out 10. But back
Why beats you don't have more than that? Tomorrow you get that. Don't worry. Today, you do it. Okay, tomorrow you give the beats to you. And last time I came to Thailand, I got 400 Japamalas. I don't know where they put in the other center. Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow you do it. So this is a Japamala. And how to chant I'll show you. Those who did not get the mala, tomorrow you get the mala, don't worry about it. Yeah. You hold a special bead. There is something in this special bead called Krishna bead. This is a Krishna bead. Don't touch the beads, don't touch the mala with the pointing finger. Don't touch with the pointing finger. Pointing finger is tarjani. We don't use it because we use it for pointing faults in others. When it's we go pointing. So you hold this and then chant one mantra called the Panchatattva Pranam Mantra. Panchatattva Pranam Mantra. So it's very simple. After the session, you can take the mantra from the devotees. The Tatma Prabhu will help you. He give it in writing or he give it in mobile to you, so that this mantra is worshipping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, because they give the Hare Krishna mantra to us. You have to chant this Panchatattva Pranam mantra once. So please repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So after chanting this once, you hold the next beat. Take the next beat. And then chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra after me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then go to the next beat. Hold the next beat. Pull it towards you. And then chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra now along with me. Along with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Next. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. How many times you chanted now? 100. So to do the next round, you have to turn like this. And then don't cross over, that's all. And then chant the Panchatattva Pranam again. That is, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Radha Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And then go on chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, to that, to such volume, you should be loud enough so that you can hear, or person sitting next to me here. That's all. When you are chanting, then just focus on two things: whether you are pronouncing every syllable properly or not. Number two, whether you are hearing it or not. So this is a gift from me to all of you. That is to take the bead bags and the Japmala. Those who could not get, tomorrow we are meeting at 4:30. 6 o'clock I leave. Okay, what to do? Wind up. 4 o'clock. How many of you can come by 4 o'clock? So, okay. 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, so we'll have the last session tomorrow, practical application of Bhagwat Geeta in our life. And tomorrow, those who could not get the beads and the mala, they get it. So start with 2 rounds. To chant 1 round, in the beginning it may take about 10 minutes. But once you are used to it, it takes only 7 to 8 minutes. And if you chant 2 rounds, how much will it take?
15.
Huh? 15 minutes. So that is what I am begging from you. What I want is 15 minutes of your everyday. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily. You can chant any time. Best is to do in the morning, but you can chant any time. So before I wind up, I have a small question to you. That is, how many of you would like to learn Bhagwat Gita verse by verse? Verse by verse. Want to learn? Okay. So I'll extend myself because we are 1.5 hours ahead of India. So every Friday, 7 p.m. Thailand time, 7 to 8, 8:15 with question answers. We will be doing Bhagwat Gita verse by verse. Ready?
Ready.
Huh? Okay. So those of you who are ready, anyhow, you got the contacts everywhere, isn't it? You will get the this thing, and also show your interest tomorrow when you come, even today also, you can just say, I would like to take part in the Bhagavad Gita course. You can note it down. So we will start weekly session for all of you. So that we do verse by verse, section by section. This is only the basic course, so that by next, say, 6 months, 1 year, you will be at least completing the second chapter, which is the essence of the Bhagavad Gita, summary of the Bhagavad Gita. This will be in English, so every Friday, 7 p.m. Thailand time. So, 1 hour, 7 to 8. Or if your question others may go up to 8:15 maximum. That's that. So that if it is 7, that means for me it will be 5:30. So 5:30 to 6:30, 6:45 is not a problem. Because every day I have some program or the other. So in one sense I will be free generally during that time. So I thought let me do that so that Thailand also we have a congregation developing, and we are very fortunate that in spite of you coming all the way from India and settled here, but the Bharatiya Sanskriti and culture and philosophy has followed you in the form of Iskcon. And we have got a very beautiful piece of land by the mercy of Krishna, by the hard work of K.C. Agrawal. Yeah, he worked hard. He has put his effort. He is such a big businessman, and I'm so happy that he is traveling, giving so much of time for this project. And afternoon, we were with some builders, contractors, and I saw that he is giving a lot of time. Whenever you give time to Krishna, Krishna will give time to you. If you give money to Krishna, Krishna will give money to you. If you give time to Krishna, Krishna will give time to you. So I am very sure that a beautiful project is going to come here in Thailand. Radha Siam Sundar. This country is known as Siam Des. S-I-E-A-M. It is actually originally S-I-A-M. Isn't it? Siam. So it's actually Krishna's name. Krishna's name, Sham. So the temple, the deities will be Radha, Sham Sundar, Siam Sundar. So that deity is going to appear here, and beautiful temple project is going to come. So you'll be all celebrating your life in the temple. So the journey has started now. Don't think the course has ended, rather it is started. So tomorrow we'll meet for the further discussion on the practical application of Bhagavad Gita in our life. Thank you very much. Few verses together. Whenever there is important words, it will take 1 line, one hour. But certain times it will take 4 or 5 verses together, section. So it will be one section. But we will be doing quite peacefully, no hurry. We are not interested in competing. We are interested in engrossing ourselves, isn't it?
So we start from
Chapter 1. Yeah. First will be introduction to the Bhagavad Gita. Everybody has a copy of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, it's all available online also. So you're going by that particular thing. And I also give some simple questions also so that you will prepare for it. And also you'll be chanting 27 important verses of Bhagavad Gita every time. So that by the end of the year, you will have memorized the 27 verses of Bhagavad Gita. If not memorized, at least you will know how to recite it, at least. Minimum 27 important verses we selected. Generally, we name it as, there is a follow-up course of the journey of discovery. That's why we call it as a diploma course in Bhagavad Gita. So that will be taken to you for exclusively for the Thailand time. Zoom recording is there. Zoom recording will be there. It will be on Zoom. It will be on Zoom. So it will be recorded, so you can hear. Sometimes you miss, you can hear. It's always there. The recording will be there to be online available for us. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, please come. Answer.